I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome or welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 2024. Oh, you know, I was so emotional yesterday reflecting on 2023 because I didn't even do my channel most of the year last year. I think I jumped on in, it was either July or August. I think it was August that I jumped back on, and so you guys did so much for me, and I'm so thankful for every single one of you. Thank you so much for deciding to, I don't know, include me in your life and let me tap into your energy. It means so much to me. This is my passion project, and I love doing it, and I love each and every one of you. Normally I don't really get into New Year's resolutions, but I did get something called a big ass calendar, and it's literally a year on one sheet. I can't even tell you how much my ADHD brain is so excited to have one sheet of paper for a year. So I'm looking forward. I've got water over here. I haven't drank enough water in months. I'm excited to get back to being healthy and practicing health habits, which I don't think is necessarily exclusive to starting on the 1st, but since it's a calendar, I figured might as well. Okay. Let me know if you have any resolutions, what you're doing. I would love to hear them. Clearing for you, clearing for me. It's Manifestation Monday, so we're going to see what's going on with your manifestations, the energy around you, or the energy that you're possibly dealing with, what you need to be aware of, some good feedback on some good things in your energy that you're working on. Yeah, and as always, you don't need my approval, so this is just the current energy, and it can change at any freaking time because energy is always changing. So you just keep doing you, but I'm going to check in on you and see if I can give you any input. So I'm excited. Okay, here we go. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling's manifestations and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thanks so much for being here. I'm excited for 2024. 2023 was a good year for me too, though, so I'm just riding that wave, you know? Right. Spirit, can you give me some info about what's going on around my darling's manifestation? First card out, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. I believe it. Of course it is. Prosperity is here right now, so why wouldn't it be in the future? Is that the only card? All you need to know is prosperity lies ahead. Wow. What do you need to release? Waning moon. So, if you have any baggage from past ways of thinking, feeling, any former circumstances, it might be time to really let go of that story and really dive into your new story of being prosperous in whatever way that means. Prosperity is more than money. It's relationships. It's like self-love. It's an energy, not a tangibility. I like that. It's an energy, not a tangibility. Let's see what else I want to do for you before I jump into tarot, because I kind of feel maybe I'll get Kipper and just see what wants to come out from that, okay? Is there anything else you want to tell me about this for the energy around my darling's manifestations before we get into tarot, Spirit? Thank you for lovers. Oh my goodness. Are some of you manifesting love? Because that looks prosperous this year. This looks prosperous right now. 15 reduces to 6, and 6, the 6th month would be June, and the beginning of June, that's Gemini, never mind. I had my math all wrong. I was like, maybe that's Taurus. Taurus is April to May. Oh my goodness, okay. What else do you want me to know about this with this Kipper deck before I get Tarot, Spirit? Are you infatuated with life? Are you feeling that? Concern, and it flew out in the reverse. Okay, now is literally a time for you to be dropping old stories, okay, with that. What do you need to release on the bottom? What do you need to release? This is all about tapping into the emotion of love, loving yourself, loving life, loving your situations, loving people around you, your relationships, your friendships. getting into that feeling, because you can feel that anytime you want to, honey, and you deserve to feel it right now, even if you don't have the tangible, thing in front of you. You still deserve to feel it. And then you'll be able to really embrace it whenever it's here. It's right up ahead for you, but you attract that energy by being in that energy, right? So drop the concern. You may be worried a lot about whether or not it's coming, because maybe you feel like it's kind of unseen. I'm looking at the way this new moon, it's blacked out. The moon is there, but you can't see it. It's right there, but you can't see it. Oh, you know what? I'm hearing a quote that I saw, and I'm going to butcher it because I don't know who said it or what, but I really liked it. It said, "The moon is always full. It's just the light that's shining on it." The moon is always full. It's just the light that's shining on it. So your manifestation is here. If you've done all of the visualizing, if you've gone in and you know that is yours, you know that you want it, you know that you desire it, and from a place that is like claiming that it is your destiny to have it, then your moon is full. It's just what you see, the light shining on it. You may not be able to see it, but it's still there, okay? It's still there. You gotta trust that it's still there. You gotta love that it's still there. Okay, let's get some tarot. Okay, there's a card that wants to be shown. 2 of Wands. I'm not gonna put it down because I haven't shuffled, but normally if I grab a deck and a card is left behind, that's my sign to take a look at it, okay? So, 2 of Wands is all about planning and looking forward to the future and planning something that is maybe, it's like a distant horizon type energy, right? This person is looking out over this body of water. It's sort of talking about, I think he's even holding like a globe. Yeah, he's holding a globe. So it's talking about like, traveling, making plans to go somewhere that you're not at right now, something that you can't see in front of you, but you know it's there. So I just feel like it's also excitement, because the Wands are excitement and passion, and it's knowing what you want to do. It's making that choice. It's following that call for you. So, oh, nose is itchy. Thank you, Spirit. It's been a minute since Spirit gave me an itchy nose. It's because I asked them to stop doing that. I was like, please leave my nose alone. It's so embarrassing on the camera. So I just feel like this person is planning to go to a land that they cannot see in front of them right now, but they know that they will be there. And it's all excitement too. And it's taking the necessary steps to plan that trip, right? This isn't just someone who's just sitting there thinking about it. This is someone who's also going to take initiative action towards, getting in touch with whoever they need to get in touch with, airlines, travel agencies, whatever steps that they need to take to make the trip happen, that they're going to do that. They're going to do that, and they're making out a list of what they need to do. So perhaps you need to be making a list of what you need to do in order to be the person who has what you want, whether that be love, money, career, travel, whatever it is you're trying to get. You need to make a list of the qualities of the version of self that has that, and you need to show up every day as that person. You need to do the necessary steps to be that person, right? Okay, now let's jump into Tarot. Spirit, you're going to give me some more information here. 5 of Pentacles, that's what we need to leave behind. Okay, these 2 people are in this snowstorm. They are in rough shape, okay? But they're sitting here in a mentality that's just, woe is me, I don't know how to, I just don't have money myself. I just don't have shelter myself. Things are just awful for me. But right here is the cathedral with the lights on inside, or just a building. It doesn't have to be a cathedral, but I say cathedral because of the stained glass windows. It's screaming cathedral to me. They would likely be able to go inside this cathedral and get shelter from the storm. And also the cathedral might even have resources to help these people get back on their feet, right? So it's all about mindset. These people have opportunity right next to them, but they don't see it. This is screaming the red car theory that I just posted in the community tab about Friday's reading. If you're part of my soul tribe, I really want you to be focusing on that red car theory and be looking for these opportunities this year, instead of staying in an energy that is pessimistic, that is it's almost a victim mindset too, okay? I'm not saying that things haven't been hard, and I want to acknowledge that, but I want to empower you to say you have control to get out of it. Whatever happened to you, it's not stronger than you are. So let's find our opportunities around us to grow. Let's find our opportunities to be the type of person that we want to be, right? Okay, let's see. What else do you want to tell me, Spirit, about this? The Magician. And it landed facing this Five of Pentacles. What you think, what you feel, what you believe is you utilizing tools to make it last longer in your physical reality. So you're always manifesting. I don't know why I'm repeating things 3 times. The rule of 3, I don't know anything about that. Something about 3s. I don't know. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay. You're always manifesting. You have control to change what you are thinking, feeling, all of that, okay? And you have to be very, very clear with yourself. You have to be very clear and diligent. It's a daily conscious effort. I still have to practice every day, and there's moments where I get stuck and I'm like, man, I know I'm thinking about things I don't want to think about, and it feels really hard to get out of that because I'm really fully enveloped with these feelings and these thoughts right now. But I don't know, the more I just think about, like, I have the power to change that though, and then I focus on that, it doesn't take too long to get out of it. And the change is pretty rapid. You have all the tools you need to get yourself out of a lack mindset and to manifest the type of reality that you want, to manifest prosperity, right? The King of Cups. This is about emotional maturity and standing in the power of being controlled over your emotions, okay? So the King of Cups is not really upright, at least. He's not really heavily influenced by temporary emotions. He may feel those emotions, but he takes the time to really process them and still get his head on straight about, like, okay, well, what does this mean for my plans moving forward? What does this mean, for me and my power? He doesn't let those emotions overtake him. He is in control of his emotions. His emotions do not control him. And so this is where we need to get into self-mastery, is you not letting your emotions control you, because you are the controller of your emotions. And those feelings are what make you get into the state of being the person you want to be or being the person that you don't want to be. And it's fully in your control. I like that these are 2 cards of real power, real control, right? It's like, you have control over your emotions, and that power then is like your magic wand for your reality, right? Yeah. Okay. Underneath you have Temperance, which is all about balancing. It's also transmutation. It's turning lead into gold, So you standing in the power, your godlike power, right? This sort of ethereal, divine power that says, I have the power to change what I'm feeling into what I want to feel. What I'm currently feeling, whether or not I want to feel it, I have control over that, right? I can use any situation to better me. Just like I could use any situation to make me worse. Okay, there's people who squander amazing opportunities because they are in this lack mindset. Okay, it's kind of our default. Unawakened. I've been so bad about that in my life, just squandering great opportunities, great circumstances, because my own outlook sabotaged it. Right? You have the same power to flip the polarities though and make negatives into positives. Okay, I think you should do that. Even Temperance is also not just extremes, one or the other. It's being grounded in the middle. It's seeing the opportunities to turn negatives into positives. It's being sort of in observer mode, right? I like that, especially with the King of Cups. Very tempered, very tempered. King of Swords. That landed over the Magician. 5 of Cups. Okay, so I could be talking to someone who, because perhaps your circumstances around you in your life story, whatever this means for you, whatever you've been through, you have sort of developed you're still strong. You're a very mentally strong person, okay? And sort of, you may take a lot of pride in being very logical, right? Perhaps before. I think you use that logic in a way that's not in your benefit though, right? And you could use it to your benefit, but I feel like instead of getting attached to things on like a happy emotional level, you sort of stay detached from feelings because your expectation of disappointment tells you, like, you just logically expect for disappointment, right? And you're like, well, here's why. The King of Swords looks at all the evidence, right? Physical, tangible evidence, circumstances, right? He can analyze that and sort of draw a conclusion logically about what's going to happen. So perhaps you've come into this place so far, or you've struggled with being in a place that expects the worst because your logic tells you, well, look at this, like, look at these situations that I've experienced, like, so I can just logically expect disappointment, right? But we have to retrain our brain to see the positive things that have also happened, right? Instead of expecting the worst, we have to train our brain to expect the best, right? I guarantee if you do some reflective work, right, and think about good things that happened in your life, or not even good things, you can actually reflect, okay, on negative things that happened in your life. I guarantee every single person, I almost guarantee it. I can't like guarantee it, but I'm going to say every single person likely has had a moment where they knew something wasn't going to work out right before it happened. And when that thing happened, then you're just like, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I guarantee almost everyone I've talked to has had that experience in one way or another. I knew that was going to happen. Dang it. I just knew that was going to happen. But logically, think about that. Before the thing happened, you thought about a negative outcome. You thought about a circumstance. And you believed that so much that you were prepared for it, right? You were prepared for it mentally, emotionally. You were prepared for this disappointment. And then when it happens, then you're like, oh, I knew that was going to happen. You can apply that. That was manifesting. That was you stepping into a place of manifesting. You didn't actually know if something was going to happen. You didn't know for sure, but your belief system, your feeling, your mental state knew it, and it manifested it so fast, right? Use your logic to then flip it on the other side and say, if I can get myself into training myself into feeling positive things, expecting good things, expecting, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, and I can train myself into believing it, into knowing it, like just knowing with a gut feeling that it's going to happen with so much conviction, then you can use that to your benefit instead of using it to your detriment, right? Okay, let's see. What is my darling doing extremely well right now for their manifestations? Where is their energy positive right now? Oh, this tablecloth is just, it's not even a tablecloth, it's a tapestry, but it's getting all crinkly. It irritates me. No, I'm going to reframe that. My tapestry tablecloth thing never has a problem with crinkling up. It is always flat and easy to work with. Now I gotta believe it. There's the struggle. There's the struggle. Okay. Man. Okay. What is my darling doing? Well, got the Emperor and the Three of Swords. What? The Tower. Page of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords. Aha. Okay. Thank you. I was like, none of this feels like something going right. I don't know about that. Six of Wands. Four of Pentacles reversed. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Death on bottom. Nine of Pentacles. Justice. Page of Pentacles. The Hierophant. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Whether this be right now or just something that you have been practicing lately, you are definitely taking control over your emotions, okay? You might be reflecting on the past and the things that have hurt you, the things that have let you down, the things that you expected to go horribly wrong, the insecurities that you had about not being good enough. You might be reflecting about that in a place of power and saying, you know what? I do see how I made that happen inadvertently. I do see how my energy fed a negative outcome to that. I can see that. I can see how, because I was worried about my heart being broken or things changing suddenly or being left or not being good enough. I'm getting a love story here, okay? But you can fill it in for whatever, okay? I do see how, because I was so worried about that outcome, I then showed up in timidness in my energy. I didn't show up as someone confident. I didn't show up as someone open and willing and ready to receive love. I didn't show up that way, right? I showed up insecure, maybe a little bit desperate, whatever that means. And I feel like this epiphany for you has been really, really good, because this might be the aha moment that you've needed with that Six of Wands. You're like, okay, I do see how my thoughts, my beliefs, my insecurities, my feelings, my self-concept, all of that, I do see how vital that is to an outcome, okay? So I feel like you're stepping into this energy of just being like, I really am all that in a bag of potato chips, okay? I really am the creator of my reality. I really do have so much control over this. I really do. Like, this really is the me show. It really is the me show. My circumstances really are only about me and not about other people. It's really not out of my hands. It's completely in my hands, right? And so I feel like then you're learning to let go. What do you need to release? What do you need to release? Talk about releasing right there. Four of Pentacles reversed. Congratulations. You are releasing. And this is causing a transformation. You have to be willing to let the current or past version of you energetically die and step into being the new version of self that you want to be. You can't show up in your new reality with your new outcome, with your circumstances, whatever. You can't show up as the old person who was insecure. You can't show up as the old person who was worried about things falling apart left and right. You can't show up as someone who doesn't think that they're enough and then expect to go into a situation where you feel like you're enough. You've got to work on you first, and I feel like you're doing that. I feel like you're doing that. Absolutely you're doing that. Knight of Pentacles. Of course you're doing that. You're like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And there's a lot of wisdom here. I see the owl in this picture. So I feel like you're just like really stepping into complete self-authority, self-accountability, being wise, being very thoughtful, being very intentional about your thoughts and feelings, and just really giving yourself the power and authority over your life that you need. And that is going to make things fair for you. You're recognizing, okay, yeah, if I'm focusing on negative things, what am I going to get? I'm navigating out of my shadow, out of my negative subconscious. What am I going to see then? I'm going to see all negativity. On the opposite side, if I focus on positivity and things looking forward and, being good enough and all that, what am I going to see? All of that opportunity too. All of those opportunities. You could be learning something new. Or you might be starting to see little opportunities trickle in that basically confirm this new belief system with the Hierophant there. I love it. I love it. We've got Aries and Sagittarius and Scorpio on the board, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Double Scorpio. Yeah. Libra. Taurus underneath that deck. I feel like the only thing that was missing is... No, hold on. We have fire. We've got air. We got earth. We got water. We got all the elements here. You're in your element. Talk about the magician. You're in your element. Using all of the elements. I love it. Okay. Let's see. What can we expect in the near future? Spirit. The very, very near future. The tangible future. What can we expect for my darling and their manifestations? What can we expect? Eight of Cups. I love that, because this is recognizing the Seven of Cups that left you feeling, oh my goodness, itchy nose again. This is recognizing the Seven of Cups, all of the random different thoughts and emotions that then leave you dazed and confused. That movie might be significant for someone, Dazed and Confused. all of these emotions, all of these options, all of these distractions, you're recognizing how your emotions have been a distraction from what you actually want. And so the Eight of Cups takes the Ace of Cups and says, I'm going to move towards what I want. And what comes after the Eight of Cups is the Nine of Cups, complete individual emotional self-fulfillment and wish fulfillment. I freaking love that. Wish fulfillment up ahead. You're taking the right steps. The Moon. Pisces energy. Knight of Cups reversed. Six of Pentacles. Magician reversed. Justice. So many good. King of Cups. I'm going to get the message in just a second. I'm getting... Okay, what is this message here? I feel like because there's been all this talking about, like, basically the moon always being full, right? It's all about what the light that you can see, the illumination on it, but it's always there, it's always full. I feel like you're starting to walk away from these fears, okay? I feel like so you haven't been able to see these opportunities coming forward, and I feel like you're going to start seeing these opportunities coming forward, okay? With the moon, I'm a little confused on the Knight of Cups reversed. All I can think of is that because maybe with that Eight of Cups, we've been focused on things not coming forward, which would be representing a Knight of Cups reversed. Opportunities not presenting themselves. You know, love offers not presenting themselves. People not being here, people not showing up, right? And that being a fear with the moon. I feel like we're seeing through that. We're walking away from that mindset, right? So naturally, we're going to be stepping into a place where we do start to see these opportunities coming in. You really could have somebody coming in to offer you some sort of balance here, reciprocity, right? Someone very generous, okay? Now, Magician reversed, Justice, King of Cups, Three of Swords. I feel like that's one, okay. I just feel like this is you correcting, right, the manifestations that you have not wanted, okay? I really feel like that. I feel like you're bringing yourself into balance, right? You could definitely even have someone, oh, interesting. Okay, sorry, let me get my thought out and then I'll finish this other thought. I feel like you're what am I hearing? Retracing your steps. Like retracing your steps, and you're gonna basically unmanifest what you've already manifested, which is called thought revision. Revision techniques. Excellent. Okay. Now the other story that I just got, because this Knight of Cups reversed is over this King of Cups. I feel like if this is dealing with a specific person or a specific situation, whether that be love or not, a specific circumstance that hasn't been showing up the way that you want it to. Okay, hasn't been showing up loving, hasn't been generous, hasn't been kind, hasn't been whatever, fill in the blanks. I feel like this situation is now flipping, and you're going to see a drastic change and a drastic up level, because the Knight then progresses to the Queen and then the King of Cups. But the King of Cups, that's the second time it came out. Okay, and that's going to be really mending for you with the Three of Swords. Normally the Three of Swords would mean heartbreak, but I just feel like this person is rectifying a heartbreak, rectifying a disappointment, okay? And it could just be your own energy too, but if you're waiting for something like that, I see it, I feel like it's right there. You can almost taste it. And then we got double sevens here, so you might be seeing 7-7 a lot, 77. But we got the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like, because this is what's coming in, what you can expect. I feel like there's someone or something that has put a lot of time and energy into you and is willing to do the necessary work to nurture the situation between you, okay? I feel like the Seven of Wands is very much like a, oh my gosh, my nose is getting stuffy all of a sudden. Okay, I feel like the Seven of Wands is like defending your stance, right? Defending your choice, defending your victory, because it comes after the Six of Wands, which is all about victory, you know? It could also be a thought process, right? Defending something that you're passionate about, especially with the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles is reevaluating. It's reevaluating how much time something has taken, if it's worth more investment. And I just feel like someone is like making a stance and saying, yes, you're worth my time and energy and investment. It's been a long time. I'm not going to give up on it right now. I'm not going to give up on this right now. That could be you. It could be someone else. You'll have to let me know. Okay, how am I going to close this out for you? Let's do some angel answers, and then we'll do healing energy oracle, okay? All right, if you would like to ask a question, go ahead and think of one and ask one while I'm shuffling. You do not have to, though, okay? I will get my own intuitive interpretations of the cards that come out. So you don't have to ask a question if you don't want to, and use your intuition about these answers, okay? It is, like I've said many times, tarot and card reading is just mild. It's not set in stone, right? It's not permanent unless you decide that it is, right? So don't take it, only take what you want to take from these messages. That's what I'm trying to say. Goodness gracious. I could work on my eloquence a little bit more. Okay, Spirit, will you please answer the question that my darling has asked you, or give me the right intuitive messages that my darling needs to hear at the end of this reading, please? Thank you. Do you like the new setup, by the way? I think I want to do it like this for a little while. I think I like the view of the window. Although I think you could probably see my neighbor's trash pile. I think so. Oh well. Okay. All right. Spirit, will you please answer my darling's questions or give me the messages that I need to tell them as I close out this reading for them? My nose. Ah, goodness gracious. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 and yes. No need to worry. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Helpful people. Helpful people. The people that you need to support you, that you want to support you. You're here. Look for those opportunities. Red card theory. Look for the opportunities. Don't pass them up. Listen to your intuition. That's what I already told him. Thank you. I did already say that, but I'm glad that I got a double confirmation there. Listen to your intuition. Okay? Healing energy oracle. The thing is, my nose just got stuffed up all of a sudden, which then made my throat sore out of nowhere all of a sudden. So I'm just like kind of fighting with my throat right now. And I'm trying to still be, I don't know, like a reliable reader right now. Y'all just gonna have to deal with me being kind of quirky sometimes, okay? All right, Spirit. What healing energy affirmations does my darling need? And then we'll close this reading out for them. Thank you so much. All right. Acceptance. I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus I advance in freedom on the path of light. Freedom through faith. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. I've talked about this before. You are the God of your reality. So if you want to put a power outside of you, that's great. That's up to you. That's your prerogative. You do you, okay? God, the universe, the divine, whatever. I still think it's all, you're connected to that. So it's not something outside of you, it's something in you. It is you. You are the power and authority. You gotta trust yourself. Gotta trust yourself. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that this was super helpful for you, that you feel like you learned something maybe, that you feel a little reassured, that you feel a little bit more empowered. That's what I'm hoping for the 1st of 2024, 1st of January 2024. And tomorrow is Taco Tuesday. I'm pretty sure I'll be here for that. We're gonna see who's talking about you, what they saying, all that. So, anyways, have a fantastic rest of your day. I love you so much. Take care and ta-ta!